if you're a contractor and you want to handle it certain differences and ways of how you want it handled, it's really at scale could be completely customizable.
Sure.
One off. I'm not changing a process for one person's one claim.
Right.
Can't do that. And if it's big enough, yeah, I can change it because it garners that type of attention.
Sure.
Right. But
your normal
day in, day out hail claims, things like that, roofing claims, if you have volume, I can change a system where it makes sense for the way you like it. Obviously, I have a say in that. If it doesn't make sense on a PA level, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
But we can work. We can
Right.
make it happen because I've created a system where I can make that easily at scale.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you can't, then you have that guy who handles it out of his garage.
Absolutely.
Which
right.
is the majority of PA
right.
business,
or the
which
truck,
is fine.
Or, right.
They have a model, they just can't scale it.
And I've heard several times from PAs, I only take 10 at a time. And it's for that reason.
That's honest. That's fair.
Right.
There's a lot of guys that won't tell you that, though.
Right, exactly.
Most guys won't tell you that.
That's when they get in trouble.
Because that takes real balls to go out there and say, I'm only going to take X amount of business. Right? You have to be honest
They know
with
their
yourself.
limits.
They know their limits, but most guys aren't going to say that. I'll figure it out.
Right.
I'll figure it out. More can never be bad.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 P's in business: people, process, product.
Mm-hmm.
And most companies have the people. That's why they have their entrepreneurs, is their personalities.
Right.
And then they can develop a good product, and that's pretty easy. But it's the process.
Correct.
That's where people have a challenge.
Correct.
With. And from a roofing business, in house, you're going to have that problem. And handling all the way from your sales department to your service department to your claims department and your administrative. And you have to develop certain processes all the way through, and one chink in that chain causes the whole thing to go bad. And the biggest one is your construction side is your processes, but it's very fluid. You can kind of make changes. If you miss not ordering X amount of squares on shingles, say it's a 35 square roof, you only order 33, you can go get the 2 other squares pretty easily.
Figure it
your
out.
process messed up, but it's no big deal.
Gotcha.
But with the claim process, it's not, because you're building it for litigation, right? I mean,
that's really what it is. It's always having that back of mind that I need to have this ready for, put my ducks in a row for if it needs to get there. I don't want it to get there.
Exactly.
But if it does get there, we're ready.
You got to be ready.
Correct.
Right.
So we've built the case for it. It's ready. The insurance company as well understands that. You build a reputation that they're going to take it where it needs to be.
Right.
Right. That, like, we've seen a big difference from when we started doing claims 11 years ago, 11 and a half years ago to today, because we've built a reputation within insurance companies of they're going to take it where it needs to go.
Right.
Like I've seen a big difference even negotiating claims, the leniency I've gotten, so on and so forth. The insurance companies definitely have, I don't want to say a book of like, oh, this is what this PA does this PA does that.
Sure.
But you start to build relationships
Absolutely.
with insurance
And the name starts coming around more
Correct.
and more. And they say, and Bulldog is just kind of there.
It's memorable. I mean, that's
is it like Bulldog on a meat wagon?
Sure.
Sure.